sa bansang pinagaharian kung saan ang mamamayan ay walang kapangyarihan. Pangakong nagsimula sa isang pinagkukulob ng kapangyarihan, muling nagbabalik upang maningil sa bayan.
Huwag sustumiba. Sino siya? Sabihin natin isa lang siyang alaman. Matagal na naibaon na 13 taon na.
Nais mo bang palayain si Basilio?
Opo, sana. What is the story El Filibusterismo all about? El Filibusterismo, also known by its English title The Reign of Greed, is the second novel written by Jose Rizal and the sequel to Noli Me Tangere. Published in 1891, it continues the Noli's criticism of the abuses and corruption perpetrated by the Spanish government. The novel centers on the Noli Fili main character, Crisostomo Ibarra, now returning for vengeance as Simon. The novel's dark theme departs dramatically from the previous novel's hopefully and romantic atmosphere, signifying Ibarra's resort to solving his country's issues through violent means. After his previous attempt in reforming the country's system made no effect and seemed impossible with the corrupt attitude of the Spaniards toward the Filipinos. The novel, along with its predecessor, was banned in some parts of the Philippines as a result of their portrayals of the Spanish government abuses and corruption. These novels, along with Rizal's involvement in organizations that aimed to address and reform the Spanish system and its issues, led to Rizal exile to the Pitan and eventual execution. Both the novel and its predecessor, along with Rizal's last poem, are now considered Rizal's literary masterpiece. Both of Rizal's novels had a profound effect on Philippine society in terms of views about national identity, the Catholic faith, and its influence on the Filipinos' choice, and the government issues in corruption, abuse of power, and discrimination, and on a larger scale, the issues related to the effect of colonization of people's lives and cause for independence. These novels later on indirectly became the inspiration to start the Philippine Revolution. Throughout the Philippines, the reading of both the novel and its predecessor is now mandatory for high school students. Throughout the archipelago, although it is now read using English, Filipino, and the Philippines regional languages. Explain the main message of El Filibustrismo. The message of the novel is clear: the present system of governing the Philippines through corrupt and self-seeking officials, dominated by the friars and being submissive to the interest in one fashion or another, can only lead to disaster for Spain. By its nature and operation, the system without doubt drives all intelligent, generous, hardworking, courageous, and loyal citizens, even those most devoted to Spain, into opposition, crime, and subversion. The government is subjective, cruel, completely lacking in a sense of justice or of the responsibility, and without interest or trust in the people it governs. The friars are painted in even harsher color than in the Noli. They abuse their power to satisfy vile lusts, to rob men of their lands, to preserve their monopoly of education, always seeking their own interests rather than those of the country or even of the Spain. Yet, in this harsh picture, there are bright spots. The high official who opposes the governor general over his subjective proceeding and who sympathize with and defends the Filipino people, and the open-minded Dominican Father Fernandez, who favors the petition of the student for a Spanish Academy and is willing to discuss with the student Isagani on equal terms what the student expect from the friars. Rizal sees little hope that Spain will rule on the basis of justice rather than prestige, and though he must record the rays of hope that still remain, he is essentially pessimistic. How did it change the perspective of the Filipinos about colonialism in the 19th century? Led to decline of pre-existing and often prosperous economic and political centers in the Philippines. Demand for Philippine sugar and abaca, hemp surged even faster, and the volume of exports to Europe increased even more. The rise of commercial agriculture gave birth to a new social